Hey everybody, christopherodd here, and in today's video, I'm working with Creative Forge Games and Good Shepherd Entertainment to put together a video that's going to highlight a few tips and tricks for Phantom Doctrine. With a game that has a lot of features and a lot of complex systems, there's no way that we can really cover everything that you might run into. We've come up with a wide range of juicy little nuggets that you can apply whether you're a rookie CIA agent or full-blown undercover MK Ultra brainwashed KGB operative. So why don't we just get this thing started off with a bang, and we'll get into tip number 1. Here it is. While not directly targetable, vehicles can be used to your advantage. If you're feeling a little bit overrun, something like a parking lot can be your best friend. When you're firing your weapons, bullets will stray from the targets, so more bullets equals more spray. And if you're firing a gun on burst or full auto, that's going to ensure that more of your bullets hit the vehicles near your target. But you gotta be careful because the enemy's gonna use this against you as well. You wanna take care to watch out for cars that have a red circle around them, as those are sure to explode and will almost certainly mean death. Now on your agent loadout screen, you're gonna notice some additional information in the very top left. Specifically, pay attention to the language that's used in the area. If you can match the language to one of your agents, then they'll gain a distraction ability. This is really useful in getting the enemy's attention where you want it to be so that you can manipulate their view cones. It's really helpful when you have enemies that have overlapping vision cones that prevent you from getting somewhere unseen. So go in there, speak their language, distract them, take them down. Now this one's pretty simple, but keep in mind that there's no penalty for having full pockets in Phantom Doctrine. You're not going to be overburdened or anything like that. Even if you're not sure that you're going to need it, fill the pockets with potentially useful items. You never know what you're going to run into. Lockpicks, flashbangs, first aid kits, anything that's going to potentially help you out there, take it with you, because if it's not there, you're going to regret it. Now when you're out there in the wide world of espionage, you're going to find a wide variety of enemies on your missions. Pay close attention and learn their abilities. Do you want to prioritize taking out a PMC carrying a pistol, or do you want to take out one carrying a grenade launcher? Specifically, keep an eye out for enemy agents. They can carry any type of weapon. They always start missions with full awareness, and they're really some of the toughest enemies that you're going to be running into in the game. However, keep in mind, enemy agents, they can be captured and even brainwashed to work for you if you're careful enough. One thing to consider is what type of firing mode different weapons have. So weapons that have a headshot available are capable of dealing massive amounts of damage. But to really set up a nasty 1-2 punch, you're going to want to have an agent that has full auto available to decrease a target's awareness, and then follow up with a headshot so you can guarantee that you hit it and make sure all of that damage is inflicted. Over time, your agents are going to earn XP, which will help unlock various things, including training slots. You earn XP differently depending on whether your kills or stealth or in full combat. If you want to min-max, combat is your friend. You're going to earn 100% of the XP possible for kills in combat, while you earn 50% during infiltration or stealth. However, the biggest chunk of XP actually just comes from completing the mission objective itself. It's a completely valid option to just throw a grenade through a window, or better yet, use a grenade launcher from some of your support to accomplish your objective. And then you just GTFO, get out of there as fast as you can. You get a big chunk of XP and everybody's happy and hopefully safe. Now, at some point in your campaign, you're going to gain access to the MK Ultra facility. What this does is it helps you root out enemy moles, it can ensure your agent's loyalty, or you can use conspiracies tactics against them. So if you can successfully capture an enemy agent, there's a lot of different things that we can do with that agent. Brainwashing, for example, clears out talent perks. So if you have a good agent that has a really negative perk, you can brainwash that right out of them. Conversion will convert enemy agents to your side. Enemy agents are almost always better than your own, so make sure that you're focused on capturing them and make them work for you. You can execute if you want to, but it should be used as a sort of last resort. If you really need to get rid of an agent, this is the way that you're going to want to do it. If you're feeling a bit more generous though, you could release agents, and actually, it can be useful if you install some nasty effects into an agent beforehand, and there's a chance the enemy would pick them up and convert them to their side, and that'll cause a lot of havoc for them. Now, traveling alone out in that world has its share of risks. If you want to avoid being ambushed and you have the roster to support it, try to send your agents in pairs. Now, the ambush won't occur during the flight itself, but it may occur when the agent is alone on location or in a hideout. When you are ambushed, you can try to escape via combat, compromising your IDs and fleeing, or you can just abandon your agent altogether. These combat scenarios, I will say, are very difficult to get out of, as you're going in completely alone, you don't have a full loadout, and you just have to get to an evac zone as safely as you possibly can while the enemies are hunting you. So good luck with that. Now this last tip is about your hideout. As you search for enemy agents, those agents are also looking for you, and that's represented by your danger indicator in the top right corner of your screen. When it's green, it means you're safe. When it's red, it means an enemy agent is onto your home base's location. Now, danger does increase over time, and while you can't reduce it, you can prevent it from increasing faster. Your danger also increases as a result of certain actions. Some of those would include things like allowing your enemy scout activity to complete, abandoning your agents in missions, allowing your evac to become compromised, recruiting enemy moles, or hiring and firing too many agents in a row. Inevitably, your danger will reach the point of no return, and you'll be forced to move your hideout. And if your home base is discovered, you'll likely lose some of your agents, so you have to make a run for it. A free hideout does become available, but it's going to start with really high danger from the get-go. So you always want to try and scout locations on the map for potential new hideouts, and make sure that you have some money in the bank. Move to a new hideout before danger hits the max, or you're going to have a rough day at the office. So that's it for the tips today, guys. There's a wide variety in them here, so I hope that you guys got something out of this. And if you guys have other tips that you've picked up on in your time with Phantom Doctrine, feel free to leave them below, and we can use it as a bit of a repository for people that stumble on this video in the future. I'm sure that you guys are going to come up with some pretty creative stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.